Are you ready? Do I need
Yes.
to pause the golf?
Yes, you have to pause the golf. Can you just pause it so you don't miss anything?
No, it's Masters week, so I think golf goes on from like 7 a.m. I mean, it's all day, Thursday, Friday.
Okay, keep talking.
I didn't get to watch nearly enough golf for a work day. Well, usually
I'm not your employer. Bring that up with your employer.
usually if it's on this 4-day or 2-day, I guess Thursday, Friday for the Masters, if I'm just cranking on task, I'll just put it on in the background. You can listen at least when like something exciting happens, you're like, ooh, let me watch, But when you're on meetings, it's kind of hard to do that. And I had a 4-hour meeting.
Just tell your clients, like, what's the big deal? You just want to watch.
It was a 4-hour nonstop meeting with 2 10-minute breaks.
Yeah, that sounds fucking terrible. I mean,
And I woke up with like a tweak in my back, I think from the tramp last night with the kids. I don't know what else it could be. Like my hip hurt, my back hurt. And I was like, I didn't do anything yesterday.
Unless you tweaked it running 2 days ago.
No, because usually it doesn't wait a day to all of a sudden be like hurt. If you like tweak it doing a sport or activity, like it hurts the next morning. So hence, I was on the tramp last night.
Yeah, you weren't even doing anything too big, right?
No, but maybe just jumping. I don't know. Getting old.
You got to get your tramp legs back.
Yeah, but sitting in that 4-hour meeting, like every time I would get up, like my back just kept getting tighter and tighter throughout the day. And
I told you should have taken it downstairs on the treadmill and like done a little walking.
Yeah. I can't bend over to get them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you say like welcome back? And I'll
Welcome back to Riding Along the Waves.
We missed last week. Say sorry. Well,
Sorry.
I get the dog.
Sorry we missed last week. I don't know. I think last week was the first week back from spring break. And
I think we did record because I got an episode up last Wednesday, I think. So this one's just going to go up late. Oh, God, I should have just kept this for next week.
But what I was saying about last week was it was the week after spring break. So I was going to say, like, the parents know out there, like, when you have a long weekend, it takes like a day or two for the kids to like, or a regular weekend, it takes a day for the kids to get back into the routine.
Right.
A long weekend, it takes like 2 days. A week, it took us like a whole week for the kids to like get back in their rhythm. They've been better this week, but last week it was just, and then I was gone for a couple nights at a conference.
Oh yeah, the last one we did was right before you left for that.
Yeah. So then I was gone a couple nights at a conference, and last week was just crazy.
Yeah, last week really sucked. I think the kids were really struggling. We talked about it a little bit. It was just like hard all around. Like every single day after school, terrible.
Yeah.
Every single bedtime, terrible. Every single morning trying to get the kids to school, terrible.
Well, and just terrible in the sense that like everyone was tired. We were tired.
They were crying.
We were trying to play catch up from a week off. I don't know why I haven't thought about this before. It just hit me this last spring break
prepare
trip.
yourselves. What is
No,
it?
like obviously traveling with kids can be difficult. It's work, right? And when you get there, it's more or less just watching.
It's parenting
in a different location, whatever. Still fun, right? But like I think it hit me after this trip because like the kids pack so much stuff. We let them pack their stuff, and it's like even if they're gone for 2 days, it's like you need 2 outfits. They pack 6 outfits.
Yeah, they're excited.
6 stuffies, like all this stuff. They're excited, but this trip I feel like we got back and then rolled into a busy weekend, and then I was gone a couple days in a busy week, and so we were just like everything compiled with laundry and everything, and I just now realized like I don't know how, but now like all the work that it takes before a trip and like especially after a trip just to get back to like baseline.
Yeah, before you went on this little ramble, you got to put that away. I'm like just looking at golf.
Okay.
Is that okay? Just give me like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's away.
We haven't even had any time to talk, just the two of us.
No, we haven't.
So like, I'm looking forward to
not
this.
like for 2 weeks. I feel like to sit down for just like an hour and have an adult conversation that's not at 9:00 at night or 6 in the morning when we're talking about
doing our project management meetings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's sad that it makes it like right now where I'm sitting, I don't ever want to travel again. I mean, it was fine. But it's like, I want some weekends where we're not doing anything. Like I can't. And it almost makes it sad. Like it's so stressful trying to take time off with the kids. You know, it's almost like too much work to go not work. You know what I mean? And that's sad. Like I need to reframe that because I don't want to look at it like that because we're making memories.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like so expensive, you know, and like it's so hard to get everyone packed and get the backpacks ready for the airplane and travel.
I mean, even if it's like a 2-day trip to go out of town, I feel like we still have like one big adult suitcase, which you complain about every time because you're like, why do you have to put all your stuff in my suitcase? But this is why. Let me finish.
Okay. And then let's talk about something else.
Because we have our big suitcase. You and I usually each have a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
The girls each have a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
The girls each want their own roller like little suitcase. So like even for like a quick little trip, like we still have like 8 bags. Like somehow it's like, why do we have so many bags?
About this last week.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah,
but we ditched the stroller. We've ditched the stroller successfully.
Which makes me really sad because I love the stroller. It feels like nostalgic to me. Well, I'll still take it on certain trips.
Yeah, agreed.
Like if we get to go to Disneyland again this year, I'm taking the stroller
for sure.
Yeah, but also that stroller company, Zoe, I don't know if it's Zoe or Zoe. They are the nicest, most generous company. Like I want to model along the waves after just how generous they are.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I just want to if you're in the market for a stroller, they're wonderful. What are you looking at?
Oh, just stretching my neck in between talking.
I told Ethan he needs to shift his chair.
But with my back, I got set up and I'm like, I'm not moving.
Yeah, but if you just shift everything, then do you want to just do that really quick? Take a 10 second?
maybe halfway in between.
Okay.
I'll look straight and then I'll just put my eyes to the side. Is that weird if I do this the whole time? Just side eye you for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's not weird at all. You look like those faces that follow you in Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this week's been better.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good week.
Yeah, the trampoline's still a giant hit.
It is a hit.
The best $800 we've ever spent.
They'd love it.
Which is expensive for a trampoline, but yeah.
Nope. Go on. Why do you like getting text on your computer?
I don't. Well, I turned the sound on because I was editing.
Oh, I see.
On my computer. I had to edit videos this morning. So if that happens again, I'll turn it off. It's your dad. So.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, it's been a better week. It's been great weather, knock on wood.
Spring weather, yep.
Yeah, so we've been going for walks at night with the kids. We've done it twice.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, but I think it's been like really fun. Last night was kind of a shit show, but
I've noticed the last 2 nights, like you go outside, around 5:36, 6:30, and everyone is out.
Oh, it's so busy.
Yeah, like everyone's out walking, bike riding, playing. It's cool.
It is cool. Yeah, it's cool to see a lot of strollers too. People pushing strollers around.
Yep.
What were we going to talk about? Tell your dad we are recording a podcast.
It's funny though, why you turn that off. Like most people are on a bike or on a scooter or pushing their kids in a stroller. And here we are. We have the 4-year-olds pushing a 20-year-old tiny little play stroller with a doll in it.
It's so cute.
It is cute, but I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen when one of these wheels fall off? She's like off-roading with it. I'm like, this thing's not meant for the miles she's putting on it. And then the other one's like got these 4 bungee cords wrapped all around her skateboard.
With like stuffed animals tied to it.
That she's pulling with the bungee cord down the street. And I'm just like, this is comical.
Yeah, people probably see us coming.
Yeah.
Yes, that's been nice.
It has been nice.
Yeah, I think last night we went a little too far. I got a little ambitious. And we went a little too you forget you got to walk back, I
know when you first said, "Yeah, we'll go around like the big lake and then just look at the park and then like come around the other side." I'm like, this is going to be an hour and a half walk and it's going to be dark and cold when we get home.
Well, I think we could have done it before the sunset, but I think an hour walk for them is like a great activity after dinner.
Yeah.
To get out. Tonight I am exhausted and I'm trying to gather the energy to do anything, Yeah. I'm so tired today.
Maybe tonight's jump on the tramp night. I don't know.
They're like, walk.
Do we just give up and be bad parents and be like, you can watch a couple blueies tonight?
Yeah, maybe we do. It's not a bad parent. It's called survival. Okay.
Yeah, we're really good during the week, which I'm sure everyone's sick of hearing that shit. But believe me, there's times when we're just like, we throw in the towel, we're tired, and we're just
last week was lots of TV.
We're just like, oh, let's eat, try to play like a little bit, and then okay, we'll watch
Yeah.
a handful of Blueies before
Right.
bed.
Maybe we offer that up tonight. That and ice cream to really hook them in.
Oh yeah.
Because otherwise, sometimes one of them is like, I don't want to. I want to play, which is good.
Yes.
I think that's a good sign we're doing something right, but
Yeah.
not good when we're like, no, please, like, let's just cuddle and watch TV for an hour, please.
I don't want to play with you. I don't want to listen to you whine
It's so
or
mean.
fight. I know.
It's mean because I miss them so much all day, and I'm so excited to see them. And it's like the second they get in the car, they are such assholes to me, to you, to everyone. And I know, I'm not being a mean mom. Please don't anyone call me a mean mommy. I can't take it from anyone else. Like, I already get it enough.
No, they've been good this week at pick up and drop off, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the usual here and there, but not consistent. Like,
Yeah.
consistently good.
Yes. Yeah.
With a
I
little
agree.
bit of, normal child things sprinkled in.
Yeah. So what else were we going to talk about from this last week? Kind of do a catch up?
Yeah, we decided to pack our past week of vacation with a jam-packed weekend, which was
Oh my
super
God.
fun. But I think it came like Monday morning, and you and I were both just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We ran hard all weekend.
It was a marathon, and there wasn't any breaks. It was like things overlapped.
Oh yeah. We were like overlapping like activities and stuff.
Yeah. It was like Friday night we had something. I don't even remember what we did Friday night, and then
Same.
what?
I don't
Same.
remember
I
either.
know. I was thinking about that for this podcast. It's like I always want to remember little fights we had, or like learning moments, or like conflict resolution that we have to do, because we have to do it a lot. Even though
Yeah.
I think our relationship is like really steady, we still bicker or
We can tell the laundry story at some point.
what my weekly spiral.
No, we can just tell it now if you want.
Well, hold on. But then like life moves so fast, or like there's 100 things that we're juggling. Literally 30 minutes later, I'm like, I don't even remember what our fight was about.
Yeah.
Or like what we were snapping at each other, or what we can learn from this. Like we're on to like the next
just
thing.
moving on. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we can talk about laundry. When Ethan and I, that was one of those where I was like, I will burn this house and you down, and I'm gonna leave forever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because going back, we were gone a week. We came home, had a ton of laundry. We're pretty good at doing the laundry when we get back, but we're not so good. Like sometimes we'll have a basket of our laundry. Each girls will have a basket of laundry. We'll have like a basket of towels, and it gets to the point where I'm like, and I'm sure you are too, I'm like, we have to put this away.
I know.
Like we're to the point where we almost need to do another load of laundry. And so I was like, Anna
and
Lee.
usually we're okay.
You're
Laundry
yeah.
is my task.
Yep.
99% of the time, it's my task. Unless you
But I
have
help
to,
out. I'll pull it out. I'll do some things, but you put away for the most part.
Yeah, or if you're, you go back to there to shower and you see it has to get turned over, you'll do, you participate. But I would say I'm like the project manager.
Correct.
Okay. And usually I think I'm pretty good
Yeah.
at doing it and getting it.
Yeah. Doing it everything once a week. Yep.
Yeah. And maybe I have like a 24 to 36 hour. It sits in a basket and then I put it away.
Yeah.
Like within a day.
Yeah, I'd say so. a day to wash it, the next day to rewash it because it's still in the washer, then a day to dry it, and then another day to put it away. But yeah,
that's not too bad. Yeah, and then ready to take a 2-day break and start the process
I
over
know it's
again.
like it's insane.
Yeah. So when you go on a trip, you have, way more laundry, and the girls bring so many clothes, and I don't want to just sit there and pick out, oh, did she wear this one? Did she not wear one? Because on vacation, too, they're going through like 4 outfits a day.
Yeah,
between
and they're just
the pool.
strung all over their room because they're just like, whatever, this is your room. If you want to string your clothes all over, I don't care. It's vacation.
Oh, yeah, they destroy their room. So, yeah, we just had so much laundry. So I did them. I did ours right away. I do my laundry right away. I unpack within the first 30 seconds that we're home.
Like that's the first thing you do is like you go back into the bedroom, the laundry room, and like you unpack. And then I just leave my stuff in there for like another 2 days. I'm like, I don't even want to unpack.
Which is so interesting because I feel like our personalities are different.
Agreed.
Like ever since I used to be type A and then I became a mom, and I feel like I'm much more type B, like whatever, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
And you are the clinical definition of type A.
But
not when the suitcase, I am like
well, it's not with laundry. It kind of all ties into laundry because even when I do my special clothes and I, do them, they'll just sit on the drying rack for like days. I'm so bad.
I know. Yeah, but I have to, I'm talking like the first 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I need to shower and I need to get my laundry in the washer. Like when you get off an airplane, you're just so gross.
Yeah, you've been sweating and moving and yeah, I agree. But anyways, like it got to a point where I was like, Annalie, when are we going to put away this laundry? Like,
It was the girls' laundry specifically.
yeah.
And to be fair, they have so many freaking clothes. We get hand-me-downs from your family. My mom loves to buy them clothes. So we have they have so many clothes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, which we need to go through soon, like add it to the list, right? So they had a big basket in their room. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to leave that because they still have so many clothes that it's not like they're out of clean clothes, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
In my defense, I just wanted to get that out there.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, so I just was like one day, just middle of the day. I don't even know when it was. I was like, this needs to get done. Like, there's 2 big baskets in the girls' room. Like,
Oh, it was Friday.
Like, when are we going to do this? And you were like already having a bad day, overwhelmed. You're like, I don't know what you said, but you just kind of went off. And I was like, and I think you said, you're like, I'm busy. I don't have time. And I'm like, well, we have to find time. Like, it has to get done at some point. So like, when is it going to get done?
Yeah, you want to know what started that, actually?
What?
That was Friday, and I had been stressing, and we were going to do the podcast Friday. We were going to do it at like 4 p.m., and then you got off work, and you were like, I can't.
Yeah.
Let's just not. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, maybe we can do it over the weekend or whatever. And then I was sitting there before we left for work, and I was like, or to go get the kids, and I was like, fuck, I have 6 deliverables next week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And a podcast, you know, and I'm like, okay, how am I going to do 6 of this and
then
do
all
my
your other
work?
meetings you have set up, and
Yeah, just like the app stuff and along the waves, and you know, just like a normal week. I feel like we're really trying to kick it into high gear with planning marketing plans and all that. And so I like had this, I don't know, 10-minute, like, I don't even know how I'm going to go into the weekend because I'm already stressed about Monday and Tuesday. And like, I'm just so freaking pissed, and I can't get any help this weekend because we have a jam-packed weekend.
Yeah.
And so like, I can't even, like, there's no time for you to even take the kids or for your mom to take the kids so that I can work. Right. And then we're going to get the kids, and I'm like, I just need to listen to a song. I'm going to rage out for 3 minutes on the drive there, and then I'm going to be fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I like blasted some angry like NF music, and then we got to the school, and I was like, I'm better. I worked through my emotions. Like,
and you were a lot better.
Yeah, during that song, I like raged it out. That's what I do. I just need to like get like a really angry song, and then I don't know. It's like energy releasing. You know?
Fair.
And I blasted it too. And I know you hate it when I blast music in the car.
It depends on the scenario, but yeah, it's not ideal when you're trying to have the last 10 minutes of like peace and quiet before you go pick up like 2 kids from school. But I didn't say anything. I shut my mouth.
I know, and it's like this really loud, like big bass song.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got the kids, we got home, and I was doing better. I'm like, there's nothing I can do this weekend, so I'm going to let go of control, and I'm going to do it Monday. And then you come in after I'd finally gotten zen with your comment, being like, hey, I think you need to work on your time management skills.
Oh, is that what I said?
So that you can make sure you're staying on top of the laundry. And that's when I was like, you didn't say those words exactly.
But it was something about time management and like prioritizing work, which work obviously takes priority, right? That makes the money that we live off of. But I was like, it's got to get done. I mean, I know you're busy. So like, when are you going to do it? Like you just.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, why didn't you freaking do it if you've been staring at it for 4 days? And what was your answer to that?
I don't remember.
Because I wonder, maybe people who are listening are like, yeah, Ethan, if you were just.
Well, I think then I got defensive, and I was like, well, I have these other 5 tasks that I've either been doing or I have to do, right? So it's like, I have my task that I have to do, so I can't do your like extracurricular task outside of work, something like that.
Yeah, and and we're fine. I know we both work, equally hard, and none of us is slacking, and laundry is my task, so I need to own it. I get defensive because it's like, okay, well, what's more important in the hour of free time that I had today? Should I have ordered groceries so that we had food for tonight? Or should I have done laundry when the kids already have clothes? But I think you were just like, if I see one more fucking basket around the house, I'm going to riot,
I agree. Well, because I don't know when we do laundry, but it's once a week. But it was creeping up onto that like week after we did it. And it was like, again, like, well, we now have another basket of laundry we have to wash and put away. And the problem's just going to get worse.
Yeah, and the worst part is that I had it all separated and folded into 2 baskets, and the girls went in there and dumped them all out.
Oh, yeah. So then it's
grabbed
like
the baskets.
not folded, not organized
Yeah,
anymore.
not organized.
Because we do good, like when I do so I will help take laundry out of the dryer And I try to organize it, right? Like I try to organize, if I do our laundry, I'll try to like put the shirts in one pile,
Yeah.
your stuff on one
you're
side,
very
my stuff
helpful.
on one side. And the same thing with the girls. Like I'll try to like put their pants on one side, socks on one side, like
Yeah.
dresses, so that at least like when you go to do it, it's
It's
like,
easy.
it's somewhat organized.
Yeah, of course. Where were you going with that? Were you just bragging about your?
No, it's just, I do help out some.
No, of course you do. Ethan, you have other tasks. We really should do the whole task. What's that called? The whole task management method. What is that called?
I don't,
The
is there some term for it?
Yeah, it's like you get a deck of cards and then you go through and you like assign, like laundry would be my card,
Oh, okay.
Lawn work and literally everything outside the house would be your card. Paying the mortgage, that's it's our money, but it's your responsibility. You pay insurance, like you do all the adult stuff, I couldn't even tell you who our mortgage is paid through, like every time I do taxes, which I just finished, I'm like, who's our insurance through again? But then you add it all up and it's like, who has more points?
You really want to do that? No. I don't even care who would win or lose it, but like just the thought of like having to like put another task on the list seems
To do the task management?
Yeah, we need to have a meeting to talk about the meeting. It's like we need to create tasks. We need to make a task management to talk about the task. That's kind of funny, right?
Yeah, but I think it's really applicable for people where, like, if one person is carrying the whole house and kid drop off and kid school forms and paying the bill,
I was listening to, I don't know if it's like NPR, an article, and they were talking about like the physical task that as a parent you have to do, but then they were talking about, and don't make fun of me if I get this wrong, the cognitive part of it.
Yeah, like the mental load.
Yeah, the mental load, and it was really interesting.
We've talked about this.
Oh, okay. Well, it was really, yeah. But it was really interesting listening to this lady talking about the cognitive side of it, and it was really eye-opening because I think we both do it, right? But part of it was like, this lady was talking about like a lot of moms, that do the heavy lifting, like there's no downtime for them. If they're showering, they're thinking about like, what groceries do I need to order? What am I going to make for dinner? And so it was kind of like, yeah, well, the husband may do like the physical work or a lot of that, but the woman sometimes has more of the cognitive task.
Yeah, which can be exhausting.
Draining,
yeah, and if you're a mom, you're also doing the physical.
Yeah, you're doing both.
Actually taking care of the kids.
The cognitive turns into physical.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's like you're constantly, your brain's racing with like, when do I need to schedule that doctor appointment?
Yeah.
Are we going to run out of diapers? Like, do I need to add that to the grocery order? Ooh, I need to clip their nails.
Yep.
Like, when do I have to, like, oh, we need to shift the nap back,
Yeah. It's nonstop.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we both do it, right?
Yeah, we do.
We both definitely are always like morning, 6 a.m. management meetings, right? Like, like talking, thinking about like, what does the day look like? What do we need to do?
Right. Sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a really nice shirt. You looked really, really handsome today.
It's just maybe a schmedium.
I think you looked hot in it. It didn't look too small on you when you were
thanks.
standing up.
Well,
as long as you don't care in the video.
I'm just in a weird position with my back, and I don't.
Just take your shirt off.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was our laundry story, I guess. And you put it away, I think Friday night, right?
Oh, I was so pissed. You were like, just leave it. Like, we'll do it together tomorrow. Come sit down and have family time. And I was like, no, I'm going to go do it right now. You enjoy the movie with the kids.
Well, I think we were the conversation had happened earlier, but then you decided to do it when we got home. But when this probably made the situation work. I was like, okay, let's do it together. I was like, because what I want to do is I want to go through and get rid of all the too small closes, like,
right,
like the 3 T's, because we need to take those out.
Yeah.
And then we need to transfer over like the 4 for sure, some of the 5 T stuff from one closet to the other. And you're like, absolutely not.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I can't even put their laundry away. And yeah, that is a task that needs to get done.
Yeah.
But is it a critical task?
No, it's a task that happens every 6 months.
Yeah, I feel like taking scheduling class in engineering has like really screwed me up for managing a household, because now I just use that excuse for everything.
What?
Is that part of the critical path?
Oh, yeah.
Like to get our kids fed and happy and healthy?
Yeah.
If it's not on the critical path, then I don't need to do it right now.
And the reality, it's not. You could just put all their clothes on the floor and they'd still be able to get clean clothes in the pile on the floor, and
Right.
they would survive.
And the critical path is like what has to happen on time, right?
Yeah.
Right. So like if you're running a construction project, there's some things that can float around, but the critical path has to stay step by step to reach the goal, right?
Otherwise, it pushes everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. A task that will push the schedule
Yeah.
versus something like painting that maybe wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, painting maybe would.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, I just didn't know.
Yeah.
I use it as an excuse in my daily vernacular, but I didn't know.
Like, is this a critical task path item? Nope, I'm not doing it.
Well, yeah, like if it's between that or cooking dinner, or that between, delivering a job for a client, it's like I have to get my work done.
Oh, that now you remind me. That's what the article's saying. They're like, every night at 5:00, is it a critical task that you have to mow the grass, or can that wait another day?
Ooh, bitch, is that what the article said?
Yeah, and it
Good
says
for
that
them.
can wait another day, but feeding your kids has to happen, right? Like you have to have something in the fridge or pantry that you can make to feed your kids. And I was like, that's a really good task.
Exactly.
Or a really good, I don't know, I said task, but you can tell it's late in the day and our brains are fried.
I mean, that's a really good point.
Yeah, it was a really good point. Yeah, and I was like, that's true, because like to some extent, like let's give some credit to the dads out there. Like you can't push mowing the grass a week. I mean, you could. It's not like you're nothing's bad gonna happen, but then it's like you're trying to mow 10-inch high grass that's gonna take even longer.
Sure.
And it's a nightmare, and it's gonna be
wet.
Oh
yeah.
And if you're bagging it or double cutting it, there's a little bit more that goes into it. But I understand the concept that like it's not critical.
Yeah, so if like a mom and dad are both working at 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and one has to cook dinner for the kids and one has to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, obviously feeding the kids is more important.
Yeah, but I think that a lot of, relationships struggle with that.
Yeah. I'm sure. I mean, yeah.
And then I'd be mad because I'm like, okay, well, I'm literally doing the things that have to keep the children alive. And
Thank you
can't help.
Thank you. God, we've really gone down a rabbit hole here.
I feel like we could have really had a great conversation about that, but my brain is like not.
I think we hit on it just the right amount.
I know, but you know what the problem is? I have got to start posting more clips on social media. Like taking the 30-second clips from this and posting on Instagram.
Okay.
So I just need you to keep that in the back of your head. Like when we're talking. To like just give me like little this microphone. Give me a little sentence
teaser that
like just like if you're about to say something, think like this would be a really good 2-sentence thing for Annalie to post on Instagram.
Yeah, there's no way I can process that at least right now. But so let's kind of bounce around a little bit here. How are things going with the biz? Do you want to talk about a launch with the upcoming clothing line? Do you want to talk about the app? Give the folks a little teaser.
A little teaser. Yeah, my meeting today got canceled. I was really bummed about that. I was like, I really look forward to them every week to kind of chat.
Is this your app meeting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think they are in like back end mode because they're not going to reschedule till next Thursday.
Oh, so you'll take a 2-week
I
hiatus?
think so. Yeah. I might have misunderstood.
But what do you mean back end mode? Like, are they getting ready to start development?
I think so because we were going to aim for like mid-May. That can't be right. I think they got to be close. Yeah, to start development. Yeah.
And you're ahead of schedule. I know that. So.
Yeah, we're only like 2 weeks ahead of schedule. But maybe they just need some time to talk about internally how the logic is going to work.
With the people like actually doing the data development, coding, whatever, to make sure that
it's possible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know 100%. That's just like I'm guessing.
It sounds smart, so let's stick with it.
Yeah, because it's actually like it seems like an easy concept, like the different chat rooms that you can jump in and out of.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like we need to have like the logic to back up. If there's moms who want to talk about 3-year-olds, they go here. But what if there's one extra mom who doesn't fit in this group because this one's full? Like then what happens to her,
Yeah, that makes sense. You just can't leave that mom stranded and be like, oh, sorry, you don't get a group chat this week.
Right. So they were talking about making it like a restaurant where you can either wait for a new table or get on the waiting list for this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then we're going to encourage people to like leave the mini groups. It's like get in when you need it and then get out. You know?
Okay.
It's not like you're going to have one chat you stay in for 6 weeks, but The other one, you need to like get in, get out.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
to like
you're
let it open up.
because you're limiting the number, so there's not 100 people in a chat. There's 6, 8, 10, whatever it is,
I think
right?
it's going to be 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I
You're
don't know.
You're gonna get some of those clicky people that are like, I like my 10 people in my chat. I'm never leaving.
I know,
But
but
that's good if you get that, 'cause that's what you want.
right. Or
to some
they can
extent.
start their own group chat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, like you can friend people or whatever. But what I need to do, and I need to go write this on my to-do list, is schedule
Put
a
it on the
meeting.
list.
I know. I have an email from the guy, but it's a third party that I integrate with that does like facial verification when you log in,
Oh.
so that it's not just some like weirdo.
Yeah.
Like they have some really crazy technology that'll do gender. I mean, maybe I don't know how you can. I mean, you know, whatever. Like approximate age, kind of like, are you who you're saying you are?
Yeah.
Just so that we can make sure it's do the best we can, you know, to make sure.
I mean, it's like logging into like your bank app, right? I'm sure the bank app does the same thing. It's you know, when it does the facial recognition, I'm sure there's a lot behind the scenes to you know, identify that it's you. But I like the idea of like, well, you said you're 20, but the facial recognition app shows that you're
60 with a beard.
Yeah,
you
60
know?
with a beard. Something's not checking off here.
Yeah, totally. And then if you do it enough, it will like, you know, you can't make an account like if it doesn't connect the dots a lot. Maybe I'm making that up, but I would assume that's something.
Yeah, that there'll be some restriction.
Yeah, or if you've made an account and you've gotten banned for some reason, like your face is now recognized, you can't make another account.
Oh yeah,
which I think is really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Is that part of the base scope?
No, this is a third party.
Oh geez.
Integration.
Ka-ching.
So, yeah, so I think, but I have to for moms, you know.
Yeah, you gotta have safety is important.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple different. One was like $1,200 a month. I'm like, okay.
Oh, it's a monthly fee.
One's $1,200 a month. One is $250, and then it's maybe it was $1,200 to start up, and then like $2 per person, and then you're done.
Oh, flat fee.
Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, like I could do that.
That doesn't sound bad. And then every time there's a new person, it
charges me.
Yeah, that doesn't seem unreasonable.
Yeah. So if I have 1,000 people sign up, I have to, you know, pay $2,000.
Yeah. It's interesting. These are all things that I would never have thought of, but it's all these just kind of like add-on services that you have to do.
Yeah. And it's like, what if, okay, let's say 1,000 people sign up and I have to pay $2,000 for facial verification, but only 1,000 of those people go past the free trial, you know?
Oh.
Like I could be paying, I mean, you know, I don't know. Who knows what those numbers are going to be. I think as we get closer, I'll really start working on like a wait list to see how many people I can get signed up.
Yeah.
Like ready to go day one.
Yeah.
Because that's the key. And I think the hardest part is like, I want to envision it like this is the finish line. Like I'm going to launch this really cool thing that I've been dreaming about for years, but I think it's going to be like the starting line.
Yeah.
Right. And
the work will just be beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh, I made it. The app's ready. Like I can just, you know, wash my hands up it and it'll do its own thing. It's like, nope. Yeah. Well, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see.
That's interesting. Cool. Well, what about the launch for the new shirt line?
Yes, that will be April 31st or May 1st.
Okay.
I can't remember. We're doing a zip up sweatshirt. It's a really pretty blue color, and then a new t-shirt and a mug.
I like the mug.
Yeah, the mug's really cool. I've been using it as much as I can and like washing it over and over again, and it's holding up really well.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then we're doing a dad's line, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get dads in photos beforehand.
Yeah, we've been talking about that.
Yeah, because I can drag you to a photo shoot because you're hot, and I think you would.
Oh.
Yeah, like you'd look great on a website, you know? So like we'll definitely be doing that no matter what. But then I'm like, I should get some like dad content creators. And I have Tyler and Jay that I'm good friends with. But they live one's in Canada and one's in Florida, you know? So,
yeah, not real centralized.
Yeah. So then if I want to send them both product, make them both go do photo shoots, you know?
Yeah.
It's like double the cost. I don't know. So we'll see. That's what I'm.
But that's exciting.
Yeah.
A dad's launch.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to figure out now. And I'm trying to nail down PR boxes for Mother's Day. I've never done like boxes for PR. So maybe do that and then give a couple away.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
Know. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Okay.
A lot going on.
Yeah. What else were we going to talk about?
Just don't forget about that laundry.
Right. Such a supportive king. Yeah.
No, it just kind of ties into like, yeah, you have a ton going on and it's just hard to fit it all in.
Yeah, I was just texting your mom because I was asking her about June
Okay.
because we're trying to go meet. Speaking of Tyler, Jay, Cece, and Kelsey,
Okay.
all
Yep.
creators, right?
Yeah.
Like they got a house down there for a couple days, so we're trying to figure out if we can go with the kids or without the kids.
Yeah, without the kids.
Yeah.
For a couple days.
Yeah. So I was texting your mom, and she's not available, but she said if you guys want to get away any other weekend, let me know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So is that something that you want to wrap your head around with me or no?
Yes.
Where could we go?
Anywhere. I think it's funny when we talk about just trying to get away for a night or two, and we've talked about this a ton, so I'm not going to get into like the whole duration thing, but I'm like, I'm happy to go down the street and stay in a Holiday Inn Express just to where like you can watch movies, lounge, veg, like sleep in, you know, get up, not have to.
It's the getting up. Yeah.
Not have to get up and jump right into, you know, just life.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know what, I mean, we could go stay in the mountains for a couple nights.
Yeah.
We could not fly anywhere because that's too expensive.
And it takes too much time.
Exactly.
Like you gotta play the time into it. You know, if you're only gone for a day or two, you don't want to spend a day traveling there and a day traveling back.
Yeah. Yeah. One day we'll go away for like 5 days.
I know. That'll be nice.
Like just go lay
get
on a
like
beach.
a real like trip in versus just a quick night or two.
Yeah.
Still thankful we get the night or two, but
what's the most we've ever done? 3 nights?
probably.
Yeah. When we went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 nights. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. That was years
Over
ago.
6 years. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We had just had our baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure it out. So what do we got going on this weekend?
We have a few things. It started to get really busy.
Oh, I have a relay race. That's right.
You keep forgetting. Ethan keeps being like, "Oh, we really got nothing on like going on this weekend. We can do whatever we want. Sunday, no plans. Sleep in, hit the gym." And I'm like, "Bro,
you got to get up at 6 a.m. for a race."
Yeah, Ethan has it's a half marathon or full marathon relay?
Half marathon relay. So I'm not running all that far, but for someone who's really slacked on their running for a couple years,
we used to run.
Yes, and I'm getting back into it, and I actually like it because I don't need to run 10 miles. If I can get out for 20 minutes and run 2 miles, like I am like 2-3 times a week, I am so content with that.
Yeah, and that's so good. I don't even know. I could do that really slowly on a treadmill probably, but it's hard outside too. It's, harder on your knees, and there's uphill, downhill.
That's true. We'll see this summer when it's 95 degrees out if I keep it up.
Yeah, I remember when we first went on our first little like hangout, and you went like mile for mile with me, 5 miles on the treadmill, and I was like, wow, I am so impressed that this guy has such good cardio skills.
That I think that was the first time I've ever ran like 5 miles straight. Because you're like, well, you want to run with me? And I was like, yeah, sure. But like, how far are we running or something? And I don't know. You're like, well, I usually do 7 or something. And I was like,
I used to be insane.
I was like, like, can we do like less? And I don't know how we settled on 5, but I remember I got done running that 5, and I was like, oh. Like that runner's high,
Yeah. I usually get runner's high like the last like 10 minutes or whatever.
Oh, really?
I mean, who knows? But yeah, I miss running. I feel like I would just fuck up my knees now though, like if I tried. But I also used to be really psychotic with it.
Well, you walk every day, which is good for like 30 minutes.
I love my little walks so much.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I either do like some days if I'm like a little sore, I'll do like a no incline and just walk, watch Gossip Girl.
But what about if you're feeling like getting after it? Are you like on a 15% incline?
Yeah, it goes up to 12.
Oh, wow.
So I'll do 12. But I am
for 30 minutes.
I mean, I'll drop it down to 6.
Okay, that's
after
still
like
impressive.
10, and then go back up. Yeah,
but yeah,
it's hard.
You're not doing like a leisurely 30-minute pace walk. I mean, you're getting after it.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm getting after it. I could definitely exert some more energy, but for a morning activity, it's been really, really nice.
Yeah,
and I look forward
to
it. Yeah, because I get to watch Gossip Girl.
Are you through the season yet? Or the seasons?
I think I have one more season. And I don't know what I'm going to watch next. I need something that's like equally as exciting.
Yeah.
I was thinking Weeds. Do you remember Weeds?
I that's one of those where I maybe watched a handful of them, but never like really committed and got into it.
Yeah, I thought that would be a good one. I thought that would be like a,
Yeah.
But we haven't even watched Severance in probably 2 weeks. Still haven't watched the season finale of White Lotus, even though I unfortunately know what happens.
I do not.
I
So
know.
do not spill the beans.
I would never
So
do
is that
that.
why last night when I was like, do you want to watch it? And you're like, no, I want to go to bed. Because you already know what happened.
No, I'll still watch it. I don't know for sure. I just know, I know who it is. But last night I was so tired. I took one of those little gummies last night.
Yeah.
Like the glow ones.
Like the sleepy time ones.
No, it's not even sleepy time. It's what my friends, this won't mean anything to you, but their username on Instagram, I think they're called Supporting Chaos, and it's two sisters.
Okay.
And they launched a CBD/THC company, and they do like little gummies.
Cool.
Are you following?
Yeah, of course.
You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
I'm just going cross-eyed.
Oh, okay.
Late in the day, tired.
I know. But they launched. They have like a couple different strengths, but I take like the baby one. And I was like, I am melting in to my kid's floor.
Oh.
So I was laying there. I was like, I can't sit with you. Like I have to go to bed. I was so tired.
Oh
last night.
yeah. No, I get that. Like if you take something that like relaxes you, you're like, I just want to lay in bed and zone out.
Yeah, and I've been out. Like I think I was even sleeping when you came to bed last night.
Oh no, I mean I came in at 10.
I know, that's great for me. Usually I'm up till like 11, just like la 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 la.
Yeah, just working or thinking or.
Yeah. I mean, usually I find myself working, but I try to like if I drink the Dream, like the hot chocolatey stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that helps me, like not be on my phone, like
Oh, good.
zone out a little bit.
You're so tired you don't even want to get on your phone. That's impressive.
I know, right? Yeah. It's nice. You should try those little things.
Okay, I will.
Have you?
I don't think so. Maybe tonight.
Yeah.
Well, cool. What else do we got? Have we been getting any questions lately? I feel like we used to answer a few questions from people or search some, but
I can get questions if you want to.
as everyone knows, we have a zero agenda here. And every week we just kind of bullshit.
Well, we were even supposed to talk beforehand to like talk about what we were going to talk about.
I think we every time we're like, what are we going to talk about? And like we're doing that as we're doing other things, and it's very unproductive, and we usually never come to like even a semi agenda, and then we just sit down and we're like, all right, let's go.
Oh, my mom can take the kids tomorrow.
Oh baby.
Oh baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I haven't confirmed if they're going to do a sleepover or not.
Wait, what?
Well, I just said, can the kids come over tomorrow? I said, I am so tired, Mom. Like,
Just throw in the pity card.
I don't know if it's spring break or what. And I know we kind of talked about it earlier, but like, I am that extra, like usually like, yeah, you're tired, but you're not
Yeah.
like, dragging tired.
Yeah.
I am that like dragging tired. I even went today to go lay down and take a nap when my meeting got canceled. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go.
Perfect. Like I got a free 30 minutes of my day.
Yeah. But then I just like laid there. I was like staring at the ceiling, and then you close your eyes and your brain's like, you probably shouldn't have responded to the email that way, you know, or like you maybe sounded a little bitchy in that email you sent, you know, and my brain starts racing.
That's why like during the weekdays, you know, when I have those really tired days where I'm just dragging, you're like, well, just when you have a break, go take like a 30-minute nap or like meditation session. I'm like, I love the idea, but I just know I would just go and lay there for 30 minutes and just like think about what I should be doing or work. So I'm like, what's the point? I might as well actually do the work instead of just thinking about it.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like that's a toxic trait.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we should be, you know, because when I do it right and I get a 20-minute nap, which hasn't happened in a very long time, you feel so good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it totally recharges you. I mean, I need to start doing that. We've had some busy weekends, but you know, I feel like in the dead of winter, which I love winter because, right, you know, just especially after like, is the dog throwing up on you?
You're just like making those throwing up sounds. There's nothing worse than waking up to that sound in the middle of the night.
Right. Well, that's why, and I've said this before, is like why I love January and February, right? It's after kind of the craziness of Thanksgiving through Christmas, and not a lot's going on January, February. I felt like I was doing a really good job on, you know, the weekends when we would do quiet time, you know, from like 1 to 2. I'd be like, I'm actually going to sit down with them on the couch.
It's so nice.
And I'm actually going to take a nap because on the weekends you're really not worried. I'm not thinking about much. I'm just like,
right.
I can take a 30-minute nap. You
Right.
know, I'm going to be doing work anyways. Maybe I should be doing work, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can this weekend. We've got hope. Maybe mom can take the kids tomorrow night. That'd be great.
That would
and
be.
I think your dad's coming down. My sister's going to come over with her dog.
Yep, we got a little dog date, introducing the dogs to each other.
Yeah, because we have these 3 psycho little dogs. And my sister and her fiance, they want us to watch their dog.
Yeah.
Right? Which, of course, we'd be happy to. It's a great dog.
Yeah, it's a really good dog.
What's the dog's name?
I just had it, and then
I
said
just had it too. It's
Zell.
Zell, yeah. Oh my God, as if we haven't known Zell for years. Poor Zell. Hope Zell doesn't listen to the podcast.
How dare you? You guys don't even remember my name.
So they're going to come over so the dogs can meet, which will be interesting because we have some angry little dogs.
And Zell's a 70-pound greyhound.
Yeah, exactly. And then Sunday you have your little half marathon.
I know. I keep forgetting about it. And then
I know Ethan was like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Ethan was like, why don't we just ask your mom to do a sleepover Saturday night? And I was like, so you can wake up at 6 a.m. the next morning and go to your race?
And I was like, absolutely not. That I am not capitalizing.
No,
on
what
that.
a waste of a night.
That return
right?
on investment is very low.
That's a good way to put it.
But for you, it makes sense because you'll be, doing parent duty solo.
Actually, that'd be kind of nice. Like
Yeah,
if you left early and I just gotta sleep in until 10.
Look at it this way: we'll take anything.
True.
I mean, even if it's just them going over there for 2 hours, and we can just veg Friday after work and watch. What's the Apple show? Severance.
I think we should watch like a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got to capitalize. When we have 2 hours, it's got to be a movie.
I know. Today, Ethan was like, if your mom can take the kids, we should be in bed by 7.
Like watching a movie at 7.
But then we never get to go out. We never get to go out to dinner, though.
Oh, you want to go out tomorrow night? Oh, man. I'm sure I could be sold.
I don't really. Okay, hear me out. I don't really want to go out, but I feel like we never go to restaurants together. I mean, that's a lie. We literally just talked about a date night we did on here probably a month and a half ago.
No, we do. I feel like we're fortunate that we do get a date night once a month, and it's okay. Well, we still get them. Like there's a lot of people
1.5 months.
Okay, but there's a lot of people probably just
haven't had one in
6 months or a year, and so I'm thankful that we get it. But I get what you're getting after here. It's like, well, if we're gonna get a night alone, like let's take advantage of it and go do something that we don't get to do all that often versus just like sitting in front of the TV.
I know, but don't get me wrong. That sounds absolutely magical. I think I just don't want to order anything to eat,
Yeah.
Like we've actually been really good about not ordering food lately. Like cooking meals at home or doing, like we have some Factor in the fridge still, but I don't, like nothing sounds good to order unless it's like donuts, Love donuts.
No, this shirt is terrible. Sorry for those people. Like you can see how it's just how I'm sitting.
Showing a little chest there. That's cute. You got a little self-conscious.
What were you saying?
I've never seen you be self-conscious in your entire life. Isn't
well, no,
that crazy?
I feel bad for the people looking. Like I'm sorry, I'm showing a little chest here.
No, I think you look hot. It's just so interesting. Like, how many times have you seen me be self-conscious?
Yeah, that's true. I can be self-conscious too.
Can you really?
Give me a blankie.
Wait. Have you ever been self-conscious?
I think everyone does,
Yeah, but like about your looks.
I mean, yeah, you still get it. Like, you got a pimple on your forehead and you're like, oh, great. I got to walk around with this shiner on my forehead for the next 2 days, and then it's going to be scabbed over for 2 days.
Right.
Like, yeah, you're a little self-conscious about it, but I think eventually you just kind of be like, whatever. I mean, everyone gets pimples, so.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
All right, but okay. We don't have to dive in on your psyche there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You. I could sense that coming from you.
It's like it's so funny. Like a lot of times, like at the end of the podcast, like you want to like break into these more like serious discussions, and like I'm already like mentally like winding down, and I'm like, I can't have this conversation right now.
I know. Well, the other day, 2 weeks ago, I was like, I want to have a baby, and you were like, what the F, Annalie? Like, why would you spring that on me? On a podcast,
yeah, but you sprung in the sense of like I think you wanted to like have a like in-depth, real serious conversation about it, and I was like, I'm mentally not prepared. Like,
yeah, no, that's fair.
And then
but I feel like I start tired, and then I kind of peak up energy.
Oh, really?
Only in the middle, and then I crash at the end.
I'm pretty hot out of the gates, and then it's a slow decline. It's kind of like hot yoga or anything I do like that. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kick butt at this. Like I come out of the gate so strong, and
dude,
45 minutes in, I'm just laying on my rug trying not to pass out.
Yeah, hot yoga. I was actually gonna go to hot yoga tonight, but I didn't run that by you, and I think I'm too tired.
Thank you. You could go, but with us
It's not. It's not
tired,
a good night, right?
Yeah, it's not a good night.
Okay, maybe I can go. Maybe I can go tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah.
But you and I should go
Late afternoon if your mom.
Yeah, but we should go to dinner at like 4.
We go to dinner at 4 or 5. That's the other funny thing too. Like when we do go to dinner, I don't know if we've ever gone past like 5 or 5:30. Like
why would you?
Why? I don't know why you would.
Yeah, even when we went to Nobu in Arizona, which was good. It
was great.
But I don't know if I'd go back.
We went there 30 minutes before they even opened.
It was like 4:30. And we're like, hey, can we get in on our 5 o'clock reservation?
Like,
they weren't even open.
We're not open yet.
We're like, hey, we're starting to get pretty tired. We got to get home to the kids.
Hey, I think eating it, especially like if you got a free night, like I don't want to go out to dinner at 7:30, get home at 9:30. I feel like my whole night's gone then.
Right. That was life before kids.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because then we'd stay up till 1 partying anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
or you got nothing to do the next day. Yeah. It's a little different.
No, I want to be done eating by 6, so that way I can have my dessert. I won't be full by 8.
Oh yeah.
And I can have my real dessert, not just like a bite of dessert.
At 8.
Yeah. And then I can let that digest, and then I can still fall asleep by 9.
I love it.
Where should we go for dinner?
So we are going to dinner.
Well, if we can finagle an early dinner, I'm talking like a 4:30, not even a 5.
I'm in.
Then I think we should go. I think it'd be fun to kind of dress up, go, and then come home.
Do you think everyone just love listening to us talk about our dinner style and plans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I do. I think it's like hanging out. It's like that pointless banter you can put on.
Ooh, maybe we should change the name to Hanging Out with Annalie and Ethan.
We're a real clever one there,
right.
babe.
Well, I know we're getting towards the end.
Towards the
yeah, I know we are getting towards the end here, so I didn't know if there was something kind of you wanted to touch on, or that you wanted to ask me before we peace out.
How's your work? Is that what you mean?
No, I just was, kind of setting the stage that we're almost done.
Oh, we are almost done. I have some questions, but I don't think we want to get in.
Play the Oscar music.
No, that was... it's funny. I'm actually going to film a reel tomorrow about like reading a book with your toddler and how it's like not peaceful at all.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're like yelling at you, like I can't see the page, and like you're trying to turn the page, and then they're like, no, I want to turn the page,
Yeah, they're both like laying on you, which is cute, but then like they're putting their head in your face, and you're like, hey, I can't see the page, right. Or you're like, hey, can you move your hand? Stop moving the book. Like right. I can't read it if you're shaking it.
Right. And then it's like about a rabbit, and they're like, that's not a rabbit. That's a bunny. Anyways. And then at the end of the reel, I was going to have it cut to like directed by Michael Bay.
Oh, that's funny.
Like Transformers, because it's like such an intense.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a trend I've been seeing.
Ooh, very cool.
Been seeing online. So I have questions. We're not going to answer them right now, because I don't think you can dive into what's one thing you wish you could say to each other during an argument. Or what part of parenting brings out the best and the worst of you. I think those are questions.
That's I mean, the best is the easiest. Like when things are just going good and the kid, like there's nothing that makes us more happy. And I know you feel the same way, of when they're just so cute to either you or together. And it's just like, it's that glimpse of like, it's perfect right now.
We always like make eye contact, right?
Yeah. And you're just like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I really like those times.
I do too.
I mean, they're not very long lived. I mean, if it's 30 minutes or an hour, you just kind of take it, but on the tail end, something's going to happen.
Yeah. Do you ever get like anxiety because you know what's coming? Or does it ever like take away from joy in the moment?
No, I think the only time, and it's gotten a lot better, that the anxiety hits in is for a bit was when we were going to pick up the kids, because they were just, especially in the middle of winter, which I was saying I just love, but they're always like, well, what are we going to do? Can we go do something? And you're like, it's 35 degrees out and dark. Like,
right.
We're just going to go home and play a little bit and have dinner. And it's like, that's not good enough,
Right. And then when it's going to be like 105 degrees, we're going to be saying the same thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What do you think? Like your best parenting trait is?
Oh, I have so many. Where do I even start? I think ours is really being able to bounce off of each other. Like one of us stepping in when we know we need to step in because the other person's like tapped out.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think it's like bouncing back and forth off of each other of being like, okay, they're having a breakdown. Annalie's on it. Like, I need to take this session off, right? Because I know the next one is probably going to be me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to be like, hey, I'm tapped out, or I'm done, or I just dealt with the last one, and I know that like I need to take that breather to be like, all right, I got to be mentally ready for the next one, right? Because there's always going to be a next one, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's us just being able to bounce off of each other, and one person making sure they're always staying really patient and in the zone. Because I mean, we've had it before where we're at wit's end, we're tired, we're frustrated, and we're both just like,
Yeah, you lose it.
we both are like losing it. But I think we're pretty good when we get to that point of being like, one of us knows we have to step up, because you can't, if you're both losing it, it's not going to work. So I feel like we kind of have like an unwritten code of like, one of us just like, you just snap out of it and you're like, I got to step up, like I got to do this, like I got to
Right.
change my mindset immediately. And I think we're pretty good at that.
I like that answer.
All
I
right.
think we kind of like read each other's minds a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I can hear when your voice hits a certain pitch. I'm like, ooh, that's my key to come step in.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Ethan, go.
Well, and same thing with you. I can start to like kind of hear in your voice the frustration, like the level goes up, like, and I'm like, okay, like I need to come back there and be like, hey, girls, what's going on? And
Yeah.
what are you reading? Or it's, it is time for bed. Like we need to get on our bums, And
Yeah.
then you usually will like walk out and.
Yeah. I think that's really cool that it was funny. Was it last night? I know we're almost done. Don't worry. But I think it was last night because you were watching something on the TV with your little feet in the foot massagers, and I was doing bedtime with the kids.
Masters TV.
Had it started?
Yeah, like pregame.
Okay, whatever. But I did, like, you were in there with me, like, you brushed their teeth, and then I was waiting to read the book. Because it's never one person does all of bedtime. Like, we're always splitting it up.
Yeah.
Unless someone's gone. It's like, you brush teeth, I'll meet him in the bed to read a book, and then you will do snack. And then it's like,
yeah, it's just bouncing back and forth.
yeah, exactly what you just said. Yeah. But last night, for whatever reason, it was like you brushed their teeth and then you pieced out, which was fine. I was like, yeah, like I'll read them a book. I'll snuggle with them. Like I'll get them laying down. We're trying some new techniques with our 3-4-year-old, whatever. But then they wanted a snack, and like I'll give them their first snack if it's early enough, So then, even though we should be doing it before we brush teeth, I know. But then
Right.
I came out and I got their snack and I came back in and gave it to them. And then I came out to be with you, and then they came out again and I went back in.
Yeah.
And then I came back out and I was like, absolutely not. I have gone in there 3 times, and I was like, Ethan, you've been sitting here for like whatever it was, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And you said something. I don't know what I said, but you were like, well, you just got to ask me, babe. And I go, I don't have to ask you. You are better than that. I don't have to ask you. You know when to step in, when it's your turn, when you've been sitting for long enough. I think a little guilt meter goes off in your head, and you're like, oh, I've been 15 minutes. I should probably go check on the kids.
No, I think I said, I was like, it's been 15 minutes. They're probably sleeping.
What world?
And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like 2 seconds later, like something happened, minor. But I was like, all right, well,
yeah. But
foot massage is over.
Yeah, I mean, usually it was just funny because usually you are up, you're listening, or we're taking turns, and like you read the book and then I tap in.
Yeah.
But last night you were like, well, all you gotta do is ask. And I was like, I do not have to ask you. You just do it without being asked. That's why I love you.
That was
I was
funny.
like, you're better than that, Ethan.
Oh, that's good. That's good to kind of wrap up there.
Yeah, totally. Thanks for being open to chatting longer.
Yeah. You might need to push me up.
Oh yeah. Well, let me
see.
do this.
I love you.
Can you?
Oh.
She can never sit.
Oh.
I'm trying to do this without cutting anything out because it makes editing so much easier for me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can get up, but like, don't start making weird noises or.
I get up and I'm like, hey, what time is it? We getting the girls? You're like, I'm still recording the podcast, Ethan.
Yeah, I just have to do like my 2 sentence. You would know because you always leave.
Okay, well, I love you. Thanks for listening. I'll get up and I'll be quiet and I won't disrupt you.
Next week, we will have questions or topics.
I love it.
Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much for listening. Please like, follow, subscribe. Are you okay? Why don't you go get that roller, the CBD roller?
I already did it.
You already did it. Do you want like an ice pack or a heat pack? Do you still have those icy hots?
Yeah, I don't know, baby.
Okay. Anyways. Okay, sorry. Mariah Gerber just sent me a text message who I just love. I love her dearly. I just love her and following their little family. Okay. Anyways, please like, follow, subscribe. If you are the person who I said in the last podcast episode I was going to send coffee to, can you send me another DM? Because I think they all got buried on along the way because I was doing that big stroller giveaway and I got so many DMs like tagging. So that's my bad timing wise. So I'm going to go look for that. If you could just send me a DM if I haven't responded to you, re-coffee. And then next week we will get back into picking new people. And I think that's it. Thanks so much for listening and we will see you next week. Bye.